Nighttime baseball now from the district as we welcome you inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the New York Yankees and the Washington Nationals. It's interleague baseball on the show. Joe Ross, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. Underway in our nation's capital as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. So guys, these Nationals, as they interplay here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. 2 first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does and this lineup does consistently. They lead the league right now in touching home plate. And more times than not, that's going to lead to a W.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Number 21 for him on the season as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. And you see what he's done in recent action, obviously seeing the ball well right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Drilled down the line. Rendon is there. And there's out number 2.
Batting next, the first baseman, number 33.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Three runs already home here. Ground ball right into the shift. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Nationals Park. It's now 3-0 New York. Jordan Montgomery will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Gardner patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
And now for Washington, Adam Eaton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nope. Ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Eaton brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
A ball and a strike now. And that misses. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. This is flared right back over the mound. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Right. Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Here's Matt Adams now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Eaton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and two the count. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball that just misses inside.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
The 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Settling in now, Brett Gardner, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here it comes. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. The 1-0 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Eaton is under it. 1 away.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jordan Montgomery. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Rendon is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder.
Ready for another chance? Aaron Judge. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Judge, a 25-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Harper is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, Daniel Murphy. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. And a good throw gets him, one gone.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. Guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Striding in now for the Nats, Anthony Rendon, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Now another 1-2. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Stepping in, Ryan Zimmerman. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Rendon, base runner at first with one out. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Gardner. Oh, and he botches it.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Judge is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Joe Ross. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here it is on 3-0. A high fastball is in there.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Into the box, Trey Turner. He swings and grounds it to short. And that is through into center field, a base hit. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, center fielder.
So stepping in, Adam Eaton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Here's Didi Gregorius. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Didi Gregorius.
Here comes the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Adams arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in for his second at-bat, Neil Walker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Gary Sanchez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in to try it again, Greg Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Sanchez over at second. Bird is over at first with 1 away. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Oh, and that liner caught him. Go to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout? Are the guys laughing at you for hitting one that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take out these BGs and tell first base person.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
The pitcher number 47, Jordan Montgomery.
Striding in once again, Jordan Montgomery. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Fly ball to straightaway left. Adams has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Aaron Judge. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
The 1-0. Hit high and deep out to left field. Adams is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Yankees lead it 6-2. And now Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Now a ball hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Adams.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Adams looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Harper on at first, nobody out. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Missed with a slider. 1-1. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Runners on first with one down. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Runners off for second. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-2 one more time. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Comes set with the 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. And there's ball 1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Turned on down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Digging in and looking for more, Neil Walker. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And Walker will reach. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here where that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Coda Glover answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Time now for the Nationals Road to the Show report, as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Ready for another shot now. Greg Bird, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 2-2. Bird swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 8th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
This is an example of an inning that just gets away from you. A couple of innocent hits, a walk, and the next thing you know, he's watching them all trot around the bases. You don't always see a lot of runs scored in this sport, but sometimes they can be put up in a hurry.
Standing in now, Brett Gardner. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's Miguel Andujar now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. The 1-0 delivery, and that one just missed outside.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Now the 2-0. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. And good for him. Miguel Andujar has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Stepping in now, Jordan Montgomery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a looper to left. Adams is over, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening. Here's big Aaron Judd. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here it comes. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Outside. 3-0 now. Count. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Neil Walker as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Outside. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Adams sprinting after it, and that ends the inning. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees lead it 12-2. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now.
Leading off for the Nationals here in the 4th, catcher, Matt Wieters.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Wieters awaits the 0-1. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Up next for the Nationals, pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Coda Glover. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, this is what really can frustrate you when you're on the mound. You're facing a pitcher that really doesn't offer much as far as being able to hit, and you fall behind 2-0. It just feels like you're wasting pitches.
2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Turner's on his horse on his way to second.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Here's Bryce Harper now as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Hit out towards second. The underhanded flip. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Nats leave a pair, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Turner fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He went down on strikes last time up. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead got even wider.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Late swing and a miss, strike two. One out, nobody on. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Now batting, number 11, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
Stepping in, Brett Gardner. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to shallow center. Turner has a play. And that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 13-2. Here's Matt Adams now. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
And the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat, much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Set to deliver on 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2, not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy, known more as an average type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets. But since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come and it has not stopped.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Standing in, Ryan Zimmerman, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1, and they remain well behind. Here's Miguel Andujar now.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 0-1. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Number 12.
Tyler Wade will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Andujar aboard here at first with nobody out. Flipped out the other way towards short. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The right fielder, number 99.
Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Scorched to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 43, Adam Warren.
Striding in once again, Matt Wieters. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
In there, and it's 0-1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
A ball and a strike to count to the switch-hitting catcher, Matt Wieters. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is on his horse. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Howie Kendrick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Howie Kendrick.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Kendrick playing here in his age 34 season. He was taken in the 10th round during the 2002 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Two runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Popped him up. Bird moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. The pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gregorius into shallow left. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And as you can see, they are way behind. Back here at Nationals Park, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Sammy Solis enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Sammy Solis.
Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Neil Walker.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the 1-0 is a sinker in the dirt. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Turner is under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. And the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. In now is Adam Eaton. Last time up he was hit by a pitch.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Number 25 is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 25.
Jacoby Ellsbury is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 22, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. Walker barehands it. He beat it out. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. And now Bryce Harper, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Matt Adams, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
2-0 pitch on the way. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Drilled on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Standing in now, Daniel Murphy, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bouncer down the line. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Ready once again, Anthony Rendon, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees lead this one 13-3. Ready for another chance? Greg Bird. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Greg Bird.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. They did damage with it.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. In the dirt here. The throw will go to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Bird, the runner at third with no outs. Grounded to first. Zimmerman has it. He'll go to the bag for one.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Andujar. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. From the stretch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. A man at third with one away. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Eaton is after it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Adam Warren. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Roberto Perez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Roberto Perez.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 14-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 56, Jonathan Holden.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Ball 1. Holder benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Zimmerman gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch to the plate is a splitter that misses, so he's behind in the count now, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Here's Walker for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Mark Reynolds will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Mark Reynolds.
A ball and no strikes. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing for Washington, and they remain well behind. Sean Kelly comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Sean Kelly.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Aaron Judge. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and it's dropped. Boy, and on a muff catch, he's going to reach it first. Wow.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing, because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Digging in now for the Yankees, number 25. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. First pitch on its way. A fastball here, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. 1-1 the count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman.
Here's Neil Walker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Aaron Hicks will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 31, Aaron Hicks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Adams is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. His past history with Sean Kelly, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Turner over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Jonathan Holder. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. So now 2 men in scoring position. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Second and third, 2 away. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Yankees lead it 14-3. Aaron Hicks will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 31, Aaron Hicks. Now pitching for New York, number 68, Dylan Betances.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now is Adam Eaton. Oh, and this one ran in and got it. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Here's Bryce Harper now. She'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Eaton leads off first with one away. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's Matt Adams now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Last time through was a base hit. Betances is ready. Here he comes, 0-1. Yanked fouled off to the right. Last strike now for the Nats. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. A ball and no strikes. Previous history against Dellin Betances. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. Not close. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hit hard back up the middle. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
14-5, the final totals in this one. New York get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Jordan Montgomery earned his 5th win of the year. Joe Ross gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Tonight's paid attendance at Nationals Park, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.